And good evening, East Africa. Welcome to yet a brand new week of the desk that is also actually going to be exciting. I trust that you're living well. I trust that you are having a great and ballistic time. Now more than ever, I am yours truly, Shadrach Shagaf Kisame. As usual. Now, always, thank you very much. Now, we do appreciate the fact that you're always glued onto the continent's leading intellectual platform. Actually, the highest platform for solution finding. None other than the desk. And also thank you very much for keeping yourselves glued onto U24 television. Now we trust that every time you watch U24, you're inspired, you're motivated, and above all, you are educated. You always have something to take home, be it edutainment, be it science, be it fiction, or be it entrepreneurship. We're always sure that you are always educated. Now if it's Wednesday, you all know, folks, it's all about the desk. Now you better sit back, folks, relax, or even stand up, because the desk has started. Now we are broadcasting here at Nile Avenue at Nakasero Hill. We're actually at UBC headquarters in the heart of Kampala. Now tonight, ladies and gentlemen, my guest, Mr. Joakim Emmanuels. He's the project or events coordinator at Talent Africa, Uganda, and then also he's a talent manager where he manages gospel musicians. Now tonight we just want to have a simple conversation, a chit chat about how events have been, affected. Everything has been affected, but for events, let's have a conversation and we see how that goes and what government can actually do. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, Shadrach.
Good to see you.
It's a pleasure having you.
Good to see you.
I'm glad I'm here finally.
Finally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he actually started talking to me when 2-3 weeks ago.
I know.
Yeah, but the number on your screen right now is for you to either feature on the desk or to advertise. Now, he texted me, and you're here now.
On that number that is on your screen.
How are you, man? How is it going?
I can't say that going is good for us in the entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm.
The art industry is still on lock and key, but we are trying to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like your outfit. Who did the... I like the jacket, like the tuxedo hat.
Thank you. I am a face for Mavo Kampala, so he puts up what I put on.
Who is Mavo Kampala?
He's a fashionista. Last year's as fashionista of the year.
Okay. So you are a model also?
No.
So
I don't know what model is, but I do commercial billboard stuff.
So what is being a face, if you're to educate someone who is watching you?
What is being a face is that the importance a brand attaches to you gets value from it.
You want to explain more?
Yes. So you may not really be a known person, but when someone sees you, at least they see something. For example, I dress good. You don't know me, but when you saw a picture of me on a billboard somewhere, you would say, I like that guy's outfit.
Okay.
You get? So that is a face to something.
So how does someone down there become a face to anything?
One, connection.
What do you mean connection?
You must know someone.
Okay.
There is a pool of 70% of Uganda's population is youth.
Yes.
Someone just can't come from nowhere and say, oh, I like you.
Okay.
Also, position yourself. Besides positioning yourself, brand yourself. Know what you want and chase that direction.
Wow. Because at first I actually thought it was only girls who are faces of things.
Oh, that is a huge mistake. We wouldn't be having a person endorsing Uber.
Okay.
Yeah? We wouldn't have Baby Cool on the tuberculosis campaign. We would only have Spice Diana. However, the chances lie most towards the female gender.
Why do you think so?
Because we like what you see as men. Yes.
So is it indirectly saying that maybe if a girl is a face for something, their target group is definitely the women?
That is true. And if you are a guy, you must present double standards. Like if she attracts 100 people as a guy, your brand must attract 200 people. That is just how it is.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's not easy for us. However much we are in the industry, it's not easy for us to be positioned there. It's easy for a lady to walk through an interview room and get the job than me.
Why? Why do you think so?
You agree with me?
Why? No. Why do you think so? I don't think so. I think I can beat a girl if I walked into that interview. Why do you think a woman would beat you?
It's called... Oh, the word just skipped my mind. But it's easy for me on the panel, and this is reality. Yeah? It's easy for me on a panel to come and interview a couple of people, and a guy comes in slicky smart, and I think in Luganda, ajja kuba wakajanja.
Really?
Yes. It has happened to me not once, not twice.
Okay, and there are a percentage of people who believe what you're saying.
Thank you.
And they think it is true. However, as we're actually digressing from what we're supposed to discuss, but this is also very informative. I think that it's a mindset. Maybe your mind is just set to the fact that a girl or a woman is going to be favored. So your mind has been set to that, and millions of people actually watching also, their minds have been set to they're like, if I walked in, the woman would be favored. But I don't know, I want to disagree. I think maybe it's merit. There's some girls that are natural, maybe they're just good, and maybe she will beat you. I don't know.
I don't want to believe that because just a quick one. I don't want to go into CGPAs and what and eloquisty and whatever it is I can do. I have lost 2 jobs because a girl came to an interview looking fly.
Wow. What was the job position though? Because you may have applied
management.
I don't know, because they're jobs like, let's say, front desk.
No.
Front desk manager. And girls, to be honest, putting you, Joakim, with your masculine face, and putting maybe a Natasha or a Sarah.
Yeah.
I would put a Sarah if you are equally eloquent.
Shadrach, this is a front desk job.
Yes.
I was applying for property management.
Wow.
That's a masculine job.
Maybe.
You get it?
Yes,
so
I get it.
The guy just, after, because this is a discussion I had with a lady because she was my friend. Like, how come? And she was also surprised. Nangamba Joakim. Me. I got it. And I'm like, you never know you looked good for that guy.
So do you have a feeling there's bias? Oh, because you are just one of the cases that keep happening. Do you think people out there are always biased like how you were?
No, I am not biased. I am not biased at any point. I will do my research. I will walk into that interview room and give you what I have to give you.
No, I mean for the boss. Do you think the boss was biased and like, okay,
yeah,
the lady could do better?
And it's not him. You've heard of sex for marks. You've heard of sex for promotions. So this is an everyday thing that is happening.
Exactly. So you just affirmed it's an everyday thing. As we go for a short break, what do you think we can do to resolve this? Because, I mean, the boy child is being sidelined. I'm telling you.
I think as the women have been empowered. Even
the boy child.
The boy child should also be picked up small and brought to the table. Because trust me, there's lots of guys frustrated out there because of what we just talked about. And the ladies apparently, I think, are fine with it.
Or are the boys or the guys, finally, as we go for a break, or are we the boys so super confident? We are so super confident because you think, okay, it's just a girl, I'll beat her. And then later she beats you and then you think she was favored.
I'd like to take your submission.
I don't know. No. Well, I'm just thinking.
It's in our nature as guys to be proud. However, it is paramount that we accept that at some point a
girl will beat you. Exactly.
However, don't rule out the fact that if I came smarter and another person is taken over instead of me, there is an analogy behind that.
Well, let's go for a short break. Joakim right here has his facts on hand, it's experience. He just didn't watch things on TV and now he's telling us this was what happened to him. Do not go away. The desk returns in a bit. And welcome back to the second segment of this very lovely episode of The Desk. We're having fun with Mr. Joakim Emanuels. He has a couple of insightful tips that he's giving us here, and we're discussing boy child, girl child. He has his ideas, he has his opinions, and I'm telling you, some of you may have the same opinions. Some of you are probably hitting your screens for the girls out there. But you can follow this very lovely discussion on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Do it for Shadrach Kisame and do it for U24 Television. Now, if you are watching and maybe someone is not on TV yet or they are in the diaspora, call them up and tell them that The Desk is live on Shadrach Kisame's YouTube. Now, do not forget to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Just in case we put up a new episode, you'll be the first to know. Mr. Joakim, we've discussed all that and we've digressed, but let's just talk about the events. Yeah. They were put on hold, but some bars are working.
You guys, I don't know what to tell you because.
But you agree some bars are working.
I just don't want to agree. I've been to those bars, and there's a patrol outside taking care of us.
And people
I'm
are
not
partying.
lying.
And people are partying.
On national television.
And people are partying.
And we are drinking with generals.
Partying.
Yeah.
So why are other people still closed and yet we have some people working? Don't you think there's an imbalance or inequality there?
I don't want to go political, but I think the country is finally realizing that events is not just partying.
What is it?
People are making money. People are building mansions. People are living good lives. More than any other random. Why do you think the number of artists in Uganda is spiking? They've seen someone make 1 trillion shillings. They've seen someone drive a 300 million car.
So is this about the money or people are naturally talented? What is your argument?
Two-way. My argument is we have talent, but you also don't refute the fact that we have mediocres. The talent is niche. Those people are suffering. The mediocres that have a way around things are thriving. I don't want to point names, but you've heard of a song and you're like, holy shit, how did this guy get on TV?
No, but then also I want to understand a few aspects that maybe probably our artists do not understand. Talent is just not enough.
I agree.
So the mediocre person at maybe the vocals and everything has the other aspects of being a star. Their social media is good, their branding is good, you know, and they have the right management.
I agree. Lately, it's not about talent. In fact, if you are going to base yourself on talent, like I told you, you remain broke. That is why you need a team. That is why you need a Love Loud Uganda somewhere to think for you as you sing, to brand you as you focus on your music, to position you to where you even never thought you would get to. That is the power of record labels.
Okay, but now these people are not working. Artists are not working right now. The bars are working. Artists are not working.
You said the bars are working.
Yeah.
Those are your words.
Some bars are working.
Aha, thank you. You've put it right.
Some bars are working. There are no events.
No.
What's hurting me the most is that churches are not open. I like to go to church, but churches are not open because, for instance, where I fellowship, the 70 people is just the choir. We're over 10,000. So churches are closed, events are closed, artists are closed. What does this mean to that industry?
That means there is a lot of people out there languishing in poverty. People who were earning from hand to mouth. 8 months. 8 months, someone was earning, let's say, 300,000. Before the lockdown, they didn't even have gotten their end of month salary. What does His Excellency think about these people? How does he think they are surviving? Honestly speaking.
Joakim, let's talk about, let's break it down, because when someone hears events. Let's say, for instance, there are events, abantu abakola muzo events nga bantu ba wansi. For instance, maybe there is a show Kabo ba collecting kasasiro. Obanga bo bali mu parking. Because when people talk about events, people are looking about at the musicians, people are looking at talent managers. I tell those ones have money, but there are a lot of people down there.
A guy there selling PK hopping to 5,000.
People who sell PK in events, people who sell drinks in events.
And we complain there is a spike of insecurity.
Mm-hmm. Really? And then there are people who sell. I remember I was coming out of an event.
Imagine.
So all those people are unemployed.
Capital wa mitwalo ng'ebiri. Just charcoal and 1 kilogram of meat. Mm-hmm. He's expecting around 30 or 40,000. Mm-hmm. Right now that person doesn't have where to do anything from.
Right.
Yesterday I was lamenting. Mm-hmm. They just launched the mamas.
Yes.
I was like, now the mamas has come at a very bad time. Otherwise on Friday would be at Governor for the mamas launch party.
I know.
But something like that can happen.
I know. I was actually there at Mestio.
In Uganda, we are used to events every weekend. We are accustomed to that.
But actually talking about the pre-launch of the mamas, I also didn't feel the vibe.
You get?
I was seated here, someone was seated there, the other was seated there. Side. It ended in 1 hour.
So I just think we could take a leaf from Magufuli.
What he did?
So
that you guys can die?
How many people have you had die in Tanzania?
I don't know. I want to speak for Tanzania. I'll speak for Uganda.
See? But the whole nation knows that every week in Uganda, we record 1,900 cases of COVID-19.
With all those precautions.
With all those precautions. Thank you. You're reading my mind.
But from the events, the people that I look at and you actually just reminded me, because there are people in parking, there are those boys in parking, there are those boys who maybe regulate the lines, maybe when you're paying. Then there are a lot of things that there are hotels now, for instance, people who fly in. So I think it has really been beaten badly.
You see, there is a friend of mine, he regulates parking at the Governor parking lot. Mm-hmm. Every time I am there, he's like, Mukulu, kankutereyo nampa yebi 2,000. Guy after 1 week called me nangamba mukama wange ngenze mchalo.
Kampale ganye.
He is not alone.
Yeah, he's not alone.
Waitresses have become.
Oh yes, waitresses
have become, for lack of a better word, prostitutes now. Because you need to survive. You left home. I want to use a Luganda word. Wavesakala. Ngoze no nyabulamu bulungi. Uddayo otya ng'oyanjalanga.
I know.
Let me survive, and however I survive, that is upon me. Let me survive.
Wow.
It's tough on the entertainment and art industry out there. Someone needs to do something.
And you know the thing is that people only, when they talk about events and entertainment, people are only looking at artists. But there are a lot of people who are actually affected.
There is a huge part of this. And besides that, people think we don't pay taxes. Man, we contributed 1.3 billion to last year's budget.
From entertainment.
Where industry. Is that coming from? Every time I put up an event at the cricket oval, I am paying for the venue. That venue has value added tax. Kololo alone is 30 million shillings. You pay to UPDF and you pay 18 to URA. How do they say we don't contribute to the economy? Because for some reason that is what they are tagging us to.
No, but that's a matter of life and death. It's not like they are saying you don't bring in money. What they are saying is it's a matter of life and death. Who will regulate the contact, the physical contact? Some of you are already drunk, you're high.
Thank you. Who is regulating Bebe Cool in Arua?
No, I wouldn't want to. I mean, that's how he's doing his things. I wouldn't want to speak for Bebe Cool. I don't do PR for Bebe Cool, or I've not even really closely watched what he's doing. However, I'm talking about what we've seen happen in events.
I agree. So they opened Chikubo downtown. You've been there.
Yes.
The mayhem there is much worse than on a normal event.
Joakim here, you cannot put him on the wall. You cannot put Joakim on the wall.
This is from my heart, because man, every day if I open my phone, you know, on an event there is a team that is called the support team.
Yes.
abana bankabye mwana.
There is no money. All right, let's go for a short break, Joakim. When we come back, we discuss what we can do, what government can do, and then maybe a word or two. Now, do not go away. You are still on the continent's leading intellectual platform. The Desk. Do not go away. The Desk actually returns in a bit. All right, welcome back to the last segment of this very lovely episode of The Desk, where we're discussing more of social issues. We're talking the bar, we're talking events, we're talking talent management, and we're talking a lot with Mr. Joakim Emmanuel. And we're actually discussing what government can do, what government ought to do. The law says, is there light at the end of the tunnel? Now, you can still follow this lovely discussion. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Shadrach Kisame, do it for U24 Television. And I tell you, you will definitely be able to find us. Now, the number on your screen is for you to advertise and for you to feature on The Desk. As we finish, what do you think government can do?
I think government needs to understand that the country is segmented.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to take you back.
Mm-hmm.
2 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
the president was in Teso, and the chairperson, NRM Eastern Region,
Mm-hmm.
said someone with a diploma in MDD can't come and give us problems. We think that is where the issue is emanating from.
Mm-hmm.
We think.
Mm-hmm.
And if you sample 10, 11 people in the entertainment industry,
Mm-hmm.
that will be it.
So you guys in the entertainment industry feel like someone saying that a diploma in MDD, you feel like he didn't put the required weight or respect to the course?
Exactly. The person leading this country came to power with a failed political science course.
Mm-hmm.
He was at senior 6.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put names to it.
Mm-hmm.
Any intelligent African there knows what we are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to what I told you, that the government now thinks because we make money out of events,
Mm-hmm.
we are posing a challenge to it. No, we are not posing a challenge to you. We are just forging a livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly speaking,
Mm-hmm.
there is a lot of people suffering out there.
But don't you guys think, because what I'm trying to understand from your argument is government is biased, government is doing this because of A, B, C, D, but you guys are forgetting the real point. COVID, guys. COVID is killing people.
I want us to talk COVID in the context of, I don't want to go political because still it comes back to politics.
Mm-hmm.
A quick analogy.
Mm-hmm.
You see, we were all abiding to these regulations to dot
Mm-hmm.
until
Mm-hmm.
the ruling party's primary elections happened.
Mm-hmm.
That is when they opened our eyes and told us, guys, there is no COVID.
But there's COVID.
You think there is COVID.
No, I know there's COVID.
You know there is COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think a normal Ugandan down there seeing
Mm-hmm.
Anita running
Mm-hmm.
a campaign trail
Mhm.
in Koboko will think the same way you think? Someone walking downtown through Chikubo will think the same way you think?
No, because now when you say that, because Chikubo is like the breath of this economy. So if they locked down Chikubo, even you in events, you'd say no, open Chikubo, leave my events closed.
If they locked down Chikubo, they would give us a window for online shopping. Anyways, in events, we have learned what to do, so tujja kwekubira zi live zaffe online.
But I heard they're going to start taxing that.
Now you see.
My producer Shemi aganye via digital. Do you know they're going to start taxing if you have mob followers?
Yes. You had the Netflix thing. That now, to watch Netflix in Uganda, you have to do an OTT.
Yes.
over the top tax. But why? But why? Let people, traditionally Ugandans, we are a one-on-one person. I want to greet you, I want to kabonge, but now we can't do that. And the only space that we have is to watch TV. I mean, we are here watching the desk. You are out there watching the desk. If they so happen and say, okay, now to watch U24, besides just normal subscription, you have to pay a tax. How would you feel?
Yeah.
No cool at all. I don't know. We have no problem paying taxes. But let us pay what is realistic.
So you feel like the taxes that are ongoing right now and what they're actually proposing in Parliament is not realistic?
Let's talk about OTT. Those guys passed it. And themselves can't pay for themselves. You heard when they said we should start, what do they call it? Virtual campaigns. They went back to Parliament and asked for money to pay OTT for them. I mean, you have allowances, you have a salary.
But you are the guys who vote them.
My bad, I didn't vote any of those people.
No, because I'm trying to, you see, Ugandans, you guys have issues. You vote your own people, send them to Parliament. They propose what I would want to say not appropriate and pass it, and then you blame government. Government didn't vote these people. You voted these people.
I want to agree with you. But you see, politics. Oh God. Right now, everyone thinks anyone contesting has money. So before you talk to me, you need to talk to my wallet.
And I want to say that is actually the wrong approach.
Very.
Because people are not voting people for values or the merit for what they can bring to the table.
Yes.
But what they can give them for a time being. And I think that is a wrong approach.
Because for then, someone will say, Muntu alinange ndieko. That is the quality of leaders we have. If we had just 10 of the person that you know I'm talking about, this Uganda would be a lovely, beautiful place to live in.
As we wind up, because our time is well spent, policymakers are always watching the desk. Talk to them. What do you want them to do right now?
Hey, everyone that is in a position of influence, please listen to your people. You are sent there to legislate, to regulate. Let us stop caucusing for a one-man's position. It's not the country's position. That's why right now you are facing hostilities in your localities. That is not what people sent you. Come back home and we say, oyo musajja waffe. Not coming back home and we say, oya tugamba chi.
But they are going back and we are seeing humongous numbers of people rallying behind them.
Those are new entrants, honestly. Cross-check. Everyone, I don't want to say this, but everyone that is not seen to be legislating live are having challenges in their constituencies right now.
Joakim, as we finish up this whole thing, let's say you are the president of East Africa, 5 countries combined. What would you do first?
Scrap OTT.
But there's no OTT in Kenya. There's no OTT in Tanzania. There's no OTT in Rwanda.
Oh, my bad. You said East Africa.
East Africa, 5 countries combined.
What would I do first?
Yes, first.
Unionize the currency.
How would you do that? How would you do that? A currency like for Uganda is too weak. How can you make it on the same standard to be as the same for Kenya? Our value is too weak.
I agree with you. We have the East African Legislative Assembly. Passes laws for East Africa. A currency is made by a law. We can adopt.
Don't you think that would somehow affect economic activity for maybe Kenya that is probably doing well right now?
I don't think so, because then the currency is multiplied in over 95 million people in East Africa. Kenya with 46, we with 45, and Tanzania with 53.
Yes.
That is good for circulation of currency.
It is a wrap, sir.
Thank you so much for having me. Please Every Wednesday at 9, at 9:30 onwards, the desk is giving you important information. Don't miss.
All right, now that is Joakim right there. He's very passionate. He hit me up on the number that is on your screen and told me I have something valuable that I can bring onto the desk, and definitely you can be the judges. He just put up insightful tips right there, and I think you've picked a leaf or two. Now from me and the entire 24 management, actually before I sign out, the other week it was my producer Shem's birthday. Happy belated birthday, Mr. Shem producer. He's one of the loyal guys for the desk. He's always on here. He makes sure that him and my other producer Afis, they make sure that we are live every Wednesday 9:30 p.m. and for the repeats on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Now from me and the entire 24 management would like to sign out. We'd like to say good night, good luck, adios, for God and my country, and as usual, may the good Lord bless this beautiful Uganda. Now until next week, good night.